In the external or physical world, we're all aware of standard cause and effect, right? You know, object A acts upon object B with force X. We all get that because it applies to just about everything from electrons to athletes. But now consider events in your internal or mental world. What causes your thoughts?
Your brain? Today we have a video by Prager U on free will, which of course is very interesting, as always Prager U videos are. So you may want to share it on Facebook, Twitter, and because Prager U just seems to not understand that free will may not exist.
Some of our thoughts have external causes, like when we touch something and suddenly realize it's hot. We don't deliberate whether or not to pull our hand away, right? Our brain has already fired the instruction to do so, involuntarily. In some strange sense, we didn't really pull our hand away at all, because we didn't choose to do it. Our brain did it before consulting us. A second cause of our thoughts is internal. Say you're thinking about giving a big presentation, and as you do so, you get increasingly nervous and your blood pressure and your heart rate jump up. Now, nothing external is acting upon you. You're doing all the causing internally, right? Your anxious thoughts are causing your brain to send signals to your heart, and we get that. But now I want you to consider a third category of your thoughts. It's your conscious choices. Something as simple as
Actually, yes, there does seem to be an external effect on when you speak before a group. You just showed the pressures that can affect you while trying to go before a crowd to speak. Glossophobia, or speech anxiety, is the fear of speaking in public. Why don't they fucking understand this?
choosing where to go for lunch. Now, when you introspect, when you think about your thinking, do you believe that you're the active agent in charge of the process, or that you're just a passive recipient of the instruction? That you have no choice in the matter. It's all external forces, be they environmental, genetic, chemical, biological, or neurological. In other words, do you think all your thoughts have external causes beyond your control? Or do you think that you control some, if not most, of your thoughts?
The problem is I don't see the difference here, but I do see a loaded question coming out. He expects us to believe that the brain is not deterministic when there is a lot of scientific unknowns here. Our brains could very well be deterministic, but yet he doesn't know that, or he doesn't think he knows that.
Now let's stay with our lunch example for a second. Back to the question. I ask you, where do you want to go for lunch today? Now, if all you are is a brain, an exhaustively physical system of neurons and synapses, then there's no you that's going to be making a choice at all. Your thought processes are basically just a complex series of colliding electron dominoes crashing into one another. It's just physical cause and effect, right? Something that can be exhaustively understood in terms of physics and chemistry. There's no you that's an agent that's deliberating or choosing or exercising free will. And that's why...
See what I mean? He's asking a loaded question. He wants you to believe that there is no instance of determinism that exists within your brain. Gosh. Prager U, Prager U, Prager U.
If you are just a brain, you cannot have free will. You would just be a physical machine.
Says what scientist? I'd like to know.
A very complex but programmed computer. But if you're something more than your brain, if you're the thing that has the brain, then when I ask you, where do you want to go for lunch? You're going to start deliberating. You're going to be weighing your taste preferences, the commute time, perhaps even counting calories. You'd be weighing various reasons to choose one place over another. You wouldn't be caused to think about any of these things. You would choose to think about these things, and you could stop anytime you wanted to. So what we have here, therefore, are two different types of things, an immaterial mind and the material brain. You are the thing that has the brain. You are not your brain.
No, you do not exist without your physical brain, period. End of discussion. You do not exist without your physical brain. Why does Prager U sit back and think the mind can exist without without the biological part of the body to whatever? I don't understand Prager U. Well, that's the end of my video. If you liked it, rate, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get updates on my videos. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. Thank you. Those links are in the description down below if you want to check them out as well.